Hola a todos de nuevo, bienvenidos a Gapelefteria. Este es el canal de la libertad y vamos a jugar a Metal Gear Solid 2. Para mí ha pasado media hora desde el último vídeo, más o menos, media hora, porque me había caído de los vecinos, había caído agua. Y es que se ve que ha vomitado el niño de arriba y han fregado y tal. Y bueno, he tenido que fregar yo, me he duchado porque me ha caído un poco en la cabeza. Me he duchado y un segundo, enseguida vuelvo. Lo que iba diciendo. Y entonces, incluso ahora pues he aprovechado para buscar una guía para saber exactamente dónde estaban los los dispositivos estos para dispararles y no he encontrado ninguna. He buscado un ratito, no he encontrado ninguna, me he desesperado, digo, andamos viento. No voy a estar todo el día aquí. Evidentemente, pues he cargado, porque si no iba a ser muy largo ya todo, pues no había guardado, se me había olvidado. Entonces, claro. Vale, pues a ver. Claro, porque yo he oído los el agua. Y yo pensaba, digo, ya verás cómo se... Pues el perro ese que se oye al fondo, ya verás cómo se ha orinado. Pero bueno, son cosas eso del directo. Si tienes vecinos, pues te toca las narices, es lo que hay. Ahora. Y esta de aquí. ¡Hula! Es que se pone en el medio. Bien, bien, bien. Y ahora... Y ya aquí es donde nos habíamos quedado. Yo realmente no tengo ni idea. Ya digo, en la guía que busqué, he encontrado en difícil, no dice cómo es en difícil. Porque evidentemente les he dado a todas. Bueno, voy a ver si... Esta está dada, sí, esta está dada. Por si acaso. Está más que dada. Esa está dada. Pues tiene que haber alguna. Sí. A ver si salen todos y se destruyen. Salta. Entonces, mientras no salte... Es que no me acuerdo de verdad. Esto ya sí me sonaba, pero es que ya no tengo más. Si es que no hay manera, ¿eh? Sí, sí, está destrozado. Voy a intentar llamar, a ver lo que me dice.
If some pipe or a storage tank gets between you and the control unit, find another vantage point. There will always be a spot that gives you a clear shot.
A ver lo que me dice ahora.
Raiden, you didn't get all the control units. You weren't thorough enough.
¿Ves?
The control units aren't all necessarily on the Shell 2 side. Try looking around more.
No.
The control units aren't all necessarily on the Shell 2 side. Try looking around more.
Claro, no todas, vale. Sí, no, pero es que vamos a ver. Espérate, ¿hemos dado a aquel? Sí, ¿no? Sí, 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 sí. ¿No lo llevará una paloma? No creo. Pues por llamar. Evidentemente no me lo va a decir.
Raiden, what you see there is a booby trap consisting of an infrared sensor and Semtex. The Semtex will detonate if the IR beam from the sensor is disturbed. Whatever you do, don't touch the IR beam. But there's no way to get through there without crossing the beam. Neutralize all the control units for the IR sensor. Those control units in the distance are obviously out of handgun range.
What do I do then?
Use the sniper rifle to take...
Sí.
Infrared is usually invisible to the naked eye. There should, however, be a way to make it visible.
You could experiment with what you have.
Pero vamos a ver.
The PSG-1's controls have been
Espérate, espérate. Es que no puedo ver desde aquí.
Raiden, you haven't destroyed all the control units yet.
Lo sé.
Use the first-person view or the sniper scope to look around.
No tengo ni idea. sé, no lo voy a encontrar. Ah... Se desesperan si tardo mucho. A ver si está aquí dentro.
The control units aren't all necessarily on the Shell 2 side. Try looking.
Sí, sí, ya lo hago. Es que no sé. Me voy a tirar aquí todo el día. A lo mejor me estoy complicando un huevo por una cosa que está al lado. Voy a intentar encontrarlo, pero no lo voy a encontrar. A ver si encuentro esto. A ver. A ver. ¿Dónde están? Vale. Esta... Aquí me dice 1, 2, 3. Todas estas las veo. 4. Todas estas las hemos visto. Las que estoy viendo yo. Sí, esta de aquí atrás. Sí, las 7. Bien, muy bien. Las 7. Vale, ¿dónde están mirando? Es que no se ve desde ahí. ¡Ah! Vale, pero es la única que no veo. Vale, espérate, un momento. Que hay una. Mírala. Ahí, a la derecha. Es que si no, es que está cualquiera a la vez, ¿sabes? Y no están todas. La madre que los parió.
The stuff used in that trap is Semtex. It's
A ver. Pues vamos a ver si... Ey, un momento, que he corrido el vídeo. Me cachis en la mar. A ver. Vale, se ha quedado por aquí. Vale, este ya está. Vale. Que claro, si no... Yo tenía una guía de una revista. Pero eso no lo tengo ya. Y ahí te decía... Vale, esa también la tenemos. Vale. Vale. La del dron. La del dron también la tenemos. Un poquito más, por favor. Ahí. Vale, la del dron ya la tiene. Y ahora la de la bandera. Vale. Vale, la de la bandera ya la tiene. Y ahora falta alguna más, Qué susto me ha dado. ¡Ostras! Vale. Uf. Es que esta no la iba a adivinar yo en la vida, hombre. O sea, es que esto necesitas una guía sí o sí. ¿Vas a estar aquí toda la vida o qué? Vale. Entonces, ¿cómo se alzaba este? No me acuerdo. A ver, un momento. ¿Cómo era? No me acordaba de esto. Está ahí debajo, pero ¿cómo se alzaba el tío este? No me acuerdo. Ahí estamos. Mira dónde está. La madre del cordero. ¡Ahora! ¡Leches! Este capítulo ha sido lento, pero claro, porque es que digo, no voy a encontrar nunca la... Es que me tiro... Es que tengo que hacerlo yo y no me encuentro. Me encontré yo eso. Yo sabía... Es que yo sabía que está muy escondida. Lo que no sabía que tenía que hacer es eso especial. Evidentemente esto es normal, en dificultad normal. Pues hay 4 bombas, por así decirlo, ¿sabes? Bueno, va. Y ahora sí, viene el enfrentamiento.
Raiden. I found us a ride.
I'm all ears.
One of the enemy's Kasatkas.
Is it in good shape?
Full tank. I'm heading for Shell 1 now. What about that Harrier?
It's not on the heliport here.
Good. I'll set this one down there then.
Can you cover the hostages? They're being held on level B1 in the core. Pliskin, you didn't happen to find any other places where hostages were being held, did you?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
How many hostages are there?
There's a few short of 30. 1 dead and several wounded.
The Kasatka's cargo area will hold 13 max.
What about the other Kasatka?
I sabotaged it. It can't come after us if it can't get off the ground. We'll have to make 2 trips.
Can you fly a Kasatka?
I have a pilot who's flown the civilian model, the KA-62 in VR. There's not a whole lot of difference between the military KA-60 and the civilian model.
Cleared for takeoff.
Raiden, let me introduce you to my partner, Otacon.
Otacon?
Hey, Raiden. Nice to meet you.
Intruders! Over here! Damn! Right. I'll talk to you later.
Colonel, I need some answers from you. Who exactly is Pliskin and his partner?
I know what you're thinking.
It keeps coming back to Shadow Moses. And now this Otacon.
AKA Hal Emmerich, PhD, a Shadow Moses survivor.
Rose?
Snake and Otacon both became fugitives after Shadow Moses, wanted for acts of terrorism.
An anti-Metal Gear organization.
They sabotaged and destroyed countless Metal Gear units throughout the world.
And were responsible for the incident 2 years ago that necessitated the construction of the Big Shell.
Snake and his partner aren't terrorists.
Jack, why are you defending them?
I look back on what I've done here so far, and things like training and sense of duty alone won't get you through a sneaking mission like this.
Jack, are you okay?
You need something higher. I can't think of the right word, but it has to be pure will, backed up by courage, or ideals, or something like that. I'd stake my life on it. The solid Snake that saved Shadow Moses couldn't turn into a terrorist.
Maybe that's true, but they went down with that tanker 2 years ago. We even recovered Snake's body.
And the DNA test results on the body say it's him.
Jack, I know what you're saying, but Snake is dead. He can't be here, not even as this Dr. Hal Emmerich.
But that also means that he can't be the terrorist leader behind this thing.
Ahora va bien la conexión todo el rato. No, ahora ya va bien. Ya va mal. Como Ocelot en Metal Gear Solid 3. Míralo.
I've been waiting for you. A messenger from the Patriots. Where do I know him from?
So you're the boss around here?
No, not just around here. I'm the boss to surpass Big Boss himself.
Big Boss.
Solid Snake. No, that is not Solid Snake.
No, there is not Solid Snake. Vale. Vale, señor Pliskin. ¿Cómo lo sabes tú, Pliskin?
What a pleasant surprise, brother. Save it. You brother of mine. Don't say you've forgotten me, Snake.
Snake?
Right, take cover.
Es el que más se parece a Big Boss de los tres. Y los tres es
Stop
Nick.
impersonating him. Brother, I'm a whole different game from Liquid.
Solid Snake. Se corta un poquito cuando hay acción. Mira, ahí está la bomba. Está la bomba, el control remoto.
That the best you can do, Snake? Did I get it?
El Harrier.
We're in trouble. It's the Harrier.
Snake.
I'll drown you fools for interfering. Right. This is the Stinger missile launcher. The Kasaka can't stand up to the Harrier. You have to shoot the Harrier down.
Snake, we got company.
I'm counting on you.
Contaba contigo. No cuento contigo, contaba contigo. O sea, en pasado. Siempre me ha desconcertado esa frase. Luego, ¿qué dice contaba? Bueno, porque supongo que está mal traducido. Porque no se dice si I count you, I count on you. Why did count you? No sé. Hola. No me voy a poner mejor aquí. Gratis tengo, amigos. Ahí está el cambio. Vaya, hombre. ¡Ay, no! Ahora sí. No. ¿Estás? Vaya. Cerca a los reactores. Lo recuerdo bastante bien. Ostras, sí que te da. Vale.
I'll shred you to pieces.
¡Ulla! ¿Dónde estás? ¿Dónde estás, tío? Me das la vuelta, tío. No, es que te da igual. Solo ayuda. Te ayuda, ¿no?
Try dodging this.
Uf, me da de espalda. ¡Ah, qué la rabia!
I'll take care of it.
Estamos haciendo muy mal. Vale. O sea, aquí también te da, vale. Bueno, No pasa nada.
Is something wrong?
A ver,
Right.
estamos en difícil. Quiero decir, es normal que sea difícil.
Right. Catch.
Pensaba que me va a dar a mí eso. Ha desaparecido el... ¡Ah! Buah. Sí, ahora se va a tomar viento, sí. Uy, el Tasarca. El Tasarca ese se ha puesto ahí en medio. Burning Hell.
I'll let you go out in style. Try dodging this.
Ahora no me acuerdo de esto ya. ¡Leche! ¿Te levantas a ti? Ya está muerto. Gracias, Ration.
I'll let you go out in style. What the?
¡Ay, no!
Take this.
¡Ay, que me dispara yo mismo!
Raiden, is everything all right? Raiden.
¡Qué tensión!
Raiden!
Eso la voy a de esto porque... No, no, tío, lo has perdido. ¿Dónde estás ahora? ¡No te pongas en medio! Ay, no, 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 no. Ah, vale, cae directamente. Pensaba que había un de esos.
Jack, what's going on? Answer me. Jack? Jack!
Pensaba que había un... para agarrarse. Pasa que yo lo estoy oyendo muy fuerte. Quizás estoy chillando demasiado, son las 12 casi. ¿Estás?
Is that the best you can do?
Yes.
Try dodging this!
Vaya.
Right, I'll take care of it.
tío. Que no puedo. ¡No! ¡Te lo tírate! ¡Qué rabia me dais! ¿Tengo alguna? Cuando no haces las cosas, yo le ordeno hacer una cosa, no la hace. Ya está, me he equivocado. Ah, ya está, qué mal. Qué materia infierno. ¿De qué me sirve si
I'll let you go out in style.
me lo he comido de lleno? Es que digo, ¿dónde disparaba? No me acuerdo. Voy a descolgar aquí a ver si...
Answer me. Right.
Voy. El patrón ya me lo sé. Ahí estamos, leche. De ahí no voy a salir, es que la masacre que me hace ahí... Sí, de la masacre esta no... Dos de...
Try dodging this. I'll take care of it.
Me sirve.
let you go out in style.
¡Hula! Vaya hambre. Vaya hambre, el único de esto que de esto soy yo mismo. El único ataque que me he dado el mío, por darle al cable en vez de a... Vale, eso te lo lleva. Eso te lo lleva. Se va a la izquierda, eso.
Is that the best you can do?
Bueno, contra esa masacre que voy a hacer. Dale. Dale, Snake, dale.
I'll let you go out in style. Try dodging this!
Esa te la lleva. Se hace más lenta. Pero bueno.
I'll shred you to pieces!
Sí, claro, ahí no puedo.
Is that the best you can do?
Bueno. Se intenta. I do my best. Bueno, ni tan mal, ni tan mal.
I'll let you go out in style.
El segundo no se lo ha llevado. El patrón es el mismo todo el rato.
I'll shred you to pieces!
Bitches.
I'll let you go out in style.
¡Toma! Oh. Y en difícil. O sea que...
There's something coming up.
Caminando.
That's Metal Gear. It's already active.
Aquí... Aquí tiene serios problemas la emulación, ¿eh? Se haya ido con problemas y tal, pero... Aquí... Ah, vale. Que claro, no quiero saltármelo porque seguramente será solo 2 segundos, 10 segundos. Ya está. Ya está. Ha sido un choque. Vale, ha sido un choque. No me dejen mal. Bueno, si eso la salto, da igual. Esto vibra, ¿eh? Bueno, ya está. Ya está, ha sido un momentito nada más. No pasa nada. Continuamos.
They got
leche. Bueno, salvo ese pequeño así. Pero bueno, qué leche.
Raiden, you all right?
Yeah. How about you guys?
Barely
Tenemos el
managed,
juego.
but we're all right.
The chopper?
We need some time for repairs.
Oh,
The president's all yours.
okay. Can I ask you something?
What?
Are you the Snake? They said you were dead.
No, not me. There are still too many things I need to do.
Snake, you're a legend, and that's why I need to ask you this.
Legend? A legend is nothing but fiction. Someone tells it, someone else remembers. Everybody passes it on.
I'm here because I was assigned to this mission, not because I want to. If I could, I'd be out of here in a second. How could you come back to all this? Why keep fighting?
There's something my best friend said to me once.
What?
We're not tools of the government, or anyone else. Fighting was the only thing I was good at, but at least I always fought for what I believed in.
What about the DNA results from that body?
That was Liquid's body. He and
Exacto.
Snake are identical on the genetic level.
Liquid?
A deception, for our own protection. We stole his frozen body from some organization. Kind of a hassle, though.
That's all there is to it.
Are you two really an NGO?
Insofar as we're a non-profit organization of civilians advocating a cause, yes. The cause happens to be the eradication of Metal Gear.
We work on our own, but it's a cause worth fighting for.
Why would you stick your neck out for something this risky?
That's the way I used to look at it, 4 years ago. I was holed up in the middle of nowhere in Alaska, drinking too much.
We have a responsibility to the coming generations, to the world,
What responsibility?
to keep track of the mistakes we've made as a species.
We need to remember, to spread the word, to fight for change, and that's what keeps me alive.
You think you can change the future?
Nah, I'm not as arrogant as that.
What you do isn't grassroots activism. It's more like terrorism.
I admit that.
But our group, Philanthropy, received some information. A new Metal Gear prototype was being developed here, and terrorists were planning to raid the facility. The information came from a very reliable source.
So you're here to...
We're here to stop all that. But I also have a personal motive.
Looks like the terrorists have his sister in the big shell. We're here on our own, not under anyone's orders. We have our own battles. Otacon's here for someone. I'm not.
This is a military mission.
Jack, are you all right?
Just barely.
You almost gave me a heart attack.
Sorry, it wasn't intentional.
I know that, and I know I need to stay stronger.
Say a prayer for me, Rose, so I can come back.
You will make it back. I'm with you all the way, remember.
That means a lot to me, you know.
I'm going to save the data, okay, Jack?
Sí, sí, sí. No. Guarda, ya que estamos. Aquí, new data. New data. 7 horas y 12 minutos llevamos de juego.
Colonel, Metal Gear's already gone active.
It's not too late. You can still prevent a nuclear strike by securing the president and preventing password confirmation from taking place. Get to the president. He's in the core section of Shell 2.
I'm checking the satellite images. Looks like you can get to the core from the other side of Strut L.
The core hasn't gone under yet from what we can tell. Follow the railings down, then jump onto the pipes.
The only viable strut in the outer perimeter is the L. That attack just now doesn't make any sense. It's like they have no more use for this place.
Colonel, you were monitoring the codec calls. That man was the real Snake all along.
Maybe.
Maybe?
Don't let your guard down with him.
Why do you say that?
Because they were never a part of the simulation. They're an unknown factor.
You can take your simulation and... We're out here, we bleed, we die.
Calm down.
I suggest that you do, Raiden. Even if that is Snake. That has no bearing on your mission.
Colonel, you and Snake used to be on the same side. I don't understand. I read about you and Snake in the Darkness of Shadow Moses.
I don't give a damn what that piece of trash said. Do you get me?
Uf, está enfadado. Está enfadado. De esto me acuerdo. Ay, es verdad que tengo todas las ratas.
Raiden!
Me llevo el susto, Ahí está. Uf. Esto lo voy a hacer. Que no te enganches, Con el calor que hace. Estoy sufriendo yo con el calor que hace, ¿verdad? Y yo creo que aquí, ¿no? Así yo me acuerdo que no se caía. Porque es que esto resbala. Necesitaremos el PSG1 más, ¿no? Supongo que sí. El PSG1T. Sí, lo usamos, sí. Un par de veces. ¿Pero no se apaga o qué? Intenta una vez más, que no se apaga y le da. Que no se apague. Sí. Me acuerdo. Estas cámaras son raras. Vaya hombre.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Vale. ¿Qué haces?
Raiden, what's wrong? Raiden! Raiden!
Me va a matar. Es que me va a saltar. Me va a saltar todos los nervios, de verdad. Me va a saltar todos los nervios.
No! Jack, please
Todos los nervios.
answer me!
Todos los nervios me van a
Jack!
saltar. Que se va, es que no lo sé. Se me va. Que no engancha aquí en la barandilla. Eso es. Madre mía. O sea, atino desde ahí a la primera y luego el tío se resbala. Se engancha ahí.
This is not a pretty sight. Hurry up and check the situation.
Vaya, hombre.
Huh? Huh?
Ahí estamos. Y ahora que la cámara es rara de narices aquí. da, ¿eh? Ah, es verdad que aquí... Bueno, por lo menos si nos matamos estamos más cerca. Es que tela, ¿eh? Aquí tiene que aparecer algo. Uish. ¿Voy a dormir ya? Ahora. Sí. Oh, Dios, no. Otra vez esto, no, por favor. Aquí esto es más sencillo, parece ser. Que como me cambien la cámara, yo quiero mirar.
What? I'm going to go in my pants. Nobody's looking, right?
Yo cuando he oído caer el agua antes, yo pensaba que estaba el perro este haciendo lo que estaba haciendo este hombre. Aquí ahora mismo. Eso está bien, ¿no? Uf, madre mía, vaya. Hemos pasado. Ah, sí. Aquí hay un ratito.
Snake, he's here. In Shell 1.
My father had some unfinished business with him.
Olga, calm yourself.
Calm yourself.
Plan. I've been waiting for this day for 2 years, and I won't send him to the bottom of the earth right next to my old man.
The launch comes first.
Damn it. Where's Ocelot?
Not here.
I don't trust him.
Don't talk that way about one of your own.
He's not one of my own. He left my father to die, remember?
Olga, we'll talk later.
La mató.
We need to get started on the final checks for the unit.
All right. I'm headed back there.
The upper connecting bridge to Shell 1 is down.
What about the chopper?
The cam-off is out of action. Take the oil fence from strut L.
I'll start pulling out.
Not yet. Their retrieval comes last. The intruder's still at large.
Snake.
What about the other man?
He's got luck on his side, certainly.
He survived that explosion. Listen, Olga, the code
turn the currents on.
Of course. High voltage currents on.
The door stays shut unless the president manages to take out that circuit panel from inside the room. And it's no job for bare hands.
All right. Come back immediately.
One more thing.
What?
We leave for Russia when this business is done. I want half the money for that.
Of course. That was part of the agreement.
We start living for ourselves after this. If there's anyone who wants to stay here, I want you to take good care of them.
Gladly. Gerlukovich soldiers are the cream of the crop.
It's time they went free.
What happened to rebuilding Mother Russia?
The old man is dead. The world is a different place now.
It's your life.
Just as a reminder, I'm going to say this again, one last time. Don't try anything on us.
The feeling is mutual.
Feeling is mutual.
I'm in front of the room where they're keeping the president.
Everything all right?
No sign of flooding, but I can't get close to the door. The floor is electrified.
Don't test it. You'll be bacon.
Any suggestions?
Remember the Shadow Moses VR training.
Take out the circuit panel?
Right.
But there's no way into the room.
Nikita.
Try ventilation ducts.
Yeah, I think I see one.
Look for a remote control missile launcher. You can guide it through the duct into the room.
Then target the circuit panel. Got it.
Right, but make sure you don't hit the president.
The president is wired with nanomachines. If we know the frequency, I can raise him.
We've tried that repeatedly, but there's no response. It looks like the walls have a built-in radio shield.
So that's why Ames lost contact with him.
If you need to confirm his position, you can log into the node.
Understood.
Locate a remote control missile launcher first.
Hay alguien durmiendo aquí. Ahora. No puedo todavía. No hace falta cargarse. Pero ¿quién está durmiendo? Hay alguien que está roncando por ahí. O es un bug. Ah, es el presidente. Pues sí que ronca, macho, que están las paredes aisladas. Y se le oye. Porque tengo pocas balas, que si no. Y ahora vamos a ir a donde está inundado. Lo que he dicho hace un par de horas, no, incluso en la otra, creo, en la otra. No, en el otro capítulo era. ¿Sabes que se había... Stillman había reventado, ¿no? Y tal. Se había inundado todo, pues... Bueno, hay un soporte que no está y luego está este. Que está inundado. Porque está inundado por esta parte. Pero espérate, primero... ¿Veis? Esas partes blancas que se ven en el mapa son donde puede respirar este hombre.
Colonel, B1 is completely flooded from what I can see.
You'll have to swim through.
I'm fine with swimming.
Stroke the water and move forward by pushing the punch button. Push it in rapid succession to swim faster. Change your heading with the left analog stick. Up will take you up. Down takes you lower. Left and right to face those directions. The O2 gauge will appear under your life gauge while you're underwater. The gauge corresponds to the amount of air you can hold from a single deep breath. Once the O2 gauge falls to 0, the life gauge will start to drop. You need to be aware of that.
No sé. O sea que hay que ir con cuidado, el agua está turbia. No está muy cristalina, que digamos. Y no te deja ver si hay minas o qué. Solo me queda regresar. Si es que por aquí no es, es por ahí arriba. ¿Voy a cogerlo o qué? No sé qué he cogido. Por aquí había minas. Sí, ves. Al final se ha dado. Uf. Bueno. No pasó gran cosa, va. Vale, ya está. Lo malo es que nos ha dado una mina, pero yo quería esquivarle y al final se ha tropezado con ellos. Así que, pero bueno. Me he equivocado. Ah, no, sí, sí, por ahí. Ah, no, no es por ahí. A lo mejor. Yo no sé por qué. A ver. Es que yo no sé si era mejor este o este. Vale. Por ahí no es. ¡Ah! No es fácil, ¿eh? El móvil. Mensaje de texto. Dispara misil de control remoto desde un pequeño cuarto oscuro en la sección suroeste. Para destruir el panel de destrucción eléctrica fácilmente. Entonces es mejor el otro. Ha llegado un mensaje de texto. Es que estos eran los locos años 2000. Los mensajes de texto estaban a la orden del día. No existía WhatsApp. Ay, no, por aquí no es. Por aquí no es. Por aquí no es. Ay, de verdad, No más que no guardas. Es que es difícil de controlar esto. Aquí estás. Presente, suéltese.
What the hell happened? Right,
Que hay que despertarlo antes. Vale, y no sabes, pero si no sabes, o sea, hay que despertarlo antes. Vale. Un momento, se puede despertar desde aquí. Se puede despertar desde aquí. Tienes que despertarlo con el Nikita. Es que no, digo, no sé si le dará a él desde esa distancia, pero creo que sí. A ver ahora. Es que tela, ¿eh? Primero, desde aquí lo despierto. No hay que dejar que pegue acelerones.
what are you doing?
No, soportese.
What are you doing?
Madre mía, hasta un simple de estos es difícil. Pero bueno, es un reto. Vale, ahora. Ahora viene una cinemática larguita. Así que voy a aprovechar un momento y voy al baño. Un segundo. Vale.
President Johnson,
Hola, sí.
So you're finally here.
you've been expecting me?
Your equipment, that skull suit isn't exactly standard military issue.
Are you all right, sir?
Is this some kind of sick joke? I thought you came to kill me.
What?
I'm prepared to face the consequences of my betrayal.
What are you... What the...
You're a man? Well, who are you?
Foxhound, sir.
Foxhound? I see. Now things are starting to make a little sense. Switch over to nano communication so nobody can listen in.
Yes, sir. Do you read me, sir?
Yes.
Mr. President, it's my understanding that the terrorists have managed to input the code sequence necessary for launching a nuclear strike.
That's correct. I punched the sequence in myself.
You're working for them?
If you asked me 2 hours ago, my answer would have been yes. Right now, they're keeping me alive until my vital signs are reconfirmed.
They betrayed you?
I wouldn't quite put it that way. I wanted power. They sought destruction.
But why stoop to terrorism?
I wanted absolute power.
But you're the president. You have power.
No, I'm just a figurehead.
What?
I don't have any control. The real power is in the Patriots' hands.
The Patriots?
The truth behind this country. I'm not surprised you've never heard of them. Very few are aware of their existence, even among those with code word clearance.
Huh?
Politics, the military, the economy, they control it all. They even choose who becomes president. Putting it simply, the Patriots rule this country.
No.
Hard to believe, isn't it? But it's the truth. The space defense, income tax reduction, and national missile defense programs. Every policy that's been credited to me was actually done according to their instructions.
Space defense was initiated by Congress.
That's what the Patriots want the country to believe. It's all a show. Democracy is just a filler for textbooks. Think about it. Do you actually believe that public opinion influences the government?
No.
This country is shaped and controlled as the Patriots see fit. The people are shown what they want to believe. What you call government is actually a well-staged production aimed at satisfying the public.
Huh?
Don't look at me like that. I'm legally sane, you know.
It's not your sanity that worries me.
The Patriots. Even I don't know who the actual members are. Are they financial, political, or military leaders? No one knows who the Patriots really are. Even my instructions come from a cutout. All I've been told is that every key decision is made by a group of 12 men, known as the Wise Men's Committee.
Your office? The White House?
Merely puppets, pawns in a game. By pledging my loyalty, an insignificant son of a senator was awarded the presidency. Of course, that wasn't the only price I had to pay.
What do you mean?
Even if a pawn becomes a queen, it is still just a playing piece. I wanted to leave my own mark in history, but my ambitions were... You'll understand someday. I wished to be a member of the Patriots. I wanted to wield the power of a king instead of being an expendable pawn.
And that justifies acts of terrorism?
Yes. I'd intended to use the new Metal Gear as a bargaining chip.
Bargaining chip?
But I underestimated Solidus. He actually wants to challenge the Patriots, even if it means the destruction of the world.
What are you saying?
Whether you believe it or not, the balance of power rests in the hands of the Patriots. They regulate the country's various interests through controlled presentation, staging a drama that is palatable to the general masses. Can you imagine what would happen if they ceased to function? Picture a massive political vacuum, a space that every powermonger will try to fill for their own greedy ends. I'm talking about an unregulated power struggle, panic, civil war, chaos. Like it or not, the Patriots is an organization that must continue to exist.
So you changed your mind because you wanted to avoid global chaos.
Exactly. When I told Solidus that I wished to prevent disaster, he replied that pawns can never become players.
And who is this Solidus?
My predecessor, George Sears.
Sears.
That was the name the public came to know him by. I knew him by his code name, Solidus Snake. He was the third Snake, preceded by Solid and Liquid, a survivor of the Les Enfants Terribles project. Neither solid nor liquid, he was a well-balanced masterpiece that the Patriots saw fit to entrust with the presidency. However, he fell out of grace with the organization 4 years ago. When acting on his own, he started an incident.
4 years ago? Shadow Moses.
That's right. At the time, the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, together with certain influential parties, initiated the development of Metal Gear Rex, and an advanced nuclear warhead. However, this did not fall in line with the Patriots' plans. What's more, Solidus decided on his own to send his most trusted man, Ocelot, to provoke Liquid Snake, bringing about the said incident. As a result, he succeeded in obtaining Rex and the data on the warhead. But in doing so, he ended up revealing the existence of both Rex and the Genome Army, a blunder that earned him the wrath of the Patriots. Shortly thereafter, Solidus was removed from the presidential office.
I thought he resigned.
That's the story given to the general public. Following his resignation, the Patriots selected me, their new pawn, for the presidency.
But that would mean that the presidential race was...
That was quite a show, wasn't it? It was a well-scripted drama staged by the Patriots for the benefit of the public. Even the Democrats and Republicans were dancing to the Patriots' tune. Everything went according to plan, but for one exception. Following his resignation, Solidus' health was scheduled to fail him, bringing about his untimely death.
Capped?
Correct. But before the Patriots could execute their plot, Solidus went underground with the help of Ocelot. As he avoided pursuit, Solidus gained control of Dead Cell, winning over Colonel Golukovich's outfit. From there, he bided his time, knowing that his opportunity would soon arrive.
What opportunity?
The completion of the new Metal Gear project, an opportunity that would even his odds against the Patriots. By stealing the Patriots' most valued project, he would be able to place them in a very uncomfortable position. It's the only chance he has for survival. Once he has the new Metal Gear, he'll declare war against the Patriots. Needless to say, he must be stopped.
Metal Gear is already operational.
No, not yet. What you saw was Metal Gear Ray, hijacked 2 years ago from the Marines by Ocelot. That was not the new Metal Gear.
Then where's the new Metal Gear?
Right here.
What?
You're standing in it. To be more precise, this entire big shell facility is the new Metal Gear.
What'd you say?
No, I'm quite serious. The upper structure that you've seen is camouflage, designed to represent an offshore cleanup facility. The main structure extends from the foundation all the way down to the ocean floor. The connecting elevator is located on the B2 floor of the Shell 1 core. Arsenal Gear. That's the code name for the new Metal Gear.
Arsenal?
O sea, mucho Metal Gear.
That's right. Arsenal. We're talking about an impregnable fortress carrying a load of over a couple of thousand missiles, including nuclear warheads, all protected by a horde of mass-produced Metal Gear Ray units.
Mass-produced?
The Ray unit was originally designed for the Marines to be used as a countermeasure against the Metal Gear variations throughout the world. The Patriots had Ray redesigned to protect the new Arsenal Gear.
So now anti-Metal Gears are guarding a Metal Gear.
Ironic, isn't it? That's not all. Arsenal Gear has full access to the military's tactical network, giving it the ability to exercise absolute control over our nation's armed forces, not to mention our nuclear armament. In short, Arsenal was created to be the core of our country.
What kind of idiotic weapon?
Weapon? No. You're not seeing the full picture. Arsenal Gear is more than just a military tool. It is a means to preserve the world as it is. It will establish a new form of control. The Patriots will use it to keep their place as the country's true rulers. Right now, they feel pressured and threatened.
By what?
They fear an overabundance of digital information. The world will drown in the coming flood of information, and they along with it. The Arsenal plans include a system to digitally manage the flow of information, making it possible to shape the truth for their own purposes. In short, the Arsenal system is the key to their supremacy.
The key?
Yes, the GW system is the Patriots' trump card. Arsenal Gear will be fully operational when GW is successfully integrated. Once operational, it will be a completely new form of power for the Patriots to wield. I had hoped to seize the project from them, so that I would be in a strong bargaining position.
Bargain for what?
I'd hoped to trade my way into their ranks, but Solidus preferred rebellion. Outer Heaven, his plan to unleash a nuclear blast over the skies of Wall Street to break the Patriots' control over the business community, is also a key factor in his offensive effort.
Outer Heaven?
Listen, there isn't much time. The football served as the key for activating Arsenal gear. I've already input the necessary code sequence. It won't be long before GW begins to establish connections with other external systems, and Arsenal gear becomes fully operational. Stop them before that happens. That is your role.
Roll?
You've got to find Emma Emmerich. She's the only one who can stop that thing once it's been activated.
Emma Emmerich?
She's the system programmer for Arsenal gear. I believe she's somewhere on level B1 in the core of this building.
I thought the levels below us were flooded.
I'm sure they won't let her die just yet, as she's the only remaining programmer for this project. According to Ocelot, she was being held in a locker room located in the northwest part of level B1. Cut transmission and get moving.
Eso de que...
This is card 4. It'll give you access all the way to Emma's location. Give this to her when you find her.
What is it?
A program for disrupting the control functions between GW and Arsenal gear. Take Emma to the computer room on level B2, Shell 1 core. She'll know how to load the program into the main system.
A virus?
That's right, modeled after Foxdie, a biological weapon designed to selectively eliminate personnel with a specific genetic code.
But why do you have it?
The Patriots had it engineered as a failsafe, and Ocelot forgot to search me. You've got to hurry. That disk is the only way you're going to stop Arsenal. Well, I've told you everything you need to know. There's only one thing that remains to be done. Now, kill me.
What the?
There's no time to argue. The final check for my vital ID will start any second. If you kill me now, you'll at least prevent the nuclear strike.
Cut it out!
Do it! That's your role! Pull! No! Good!
That's abusing your right to free speech, Mr. President. Or is it ex-president?
The president! Why did you...
Alas, my finger must have slipped.
Grande. Ese morro mola el dedo.
I'll see you around, carrier boy.
Forget him. He did us a favor. Without free will, there is no difference between submission and rebellion. My only real choice is to put an end to this charade. Let me at least have the freedom to end it myself.
What are you...
Find Emma. Stop Arsenal. This is my last order as your commander-in-chief. I'm counting on you.
Ok. ¿Qué va a decir? No tenía una doctac de esos. Pues eso yo dice no, es que
Colonel, the president is dead.
I see. I'm sorry to hear that.
Where do we go from here?
Your mission was to rescue the president and eliminate the terrorist threat. However, given the recent turn of events, we will honor the president's last directive. You must put a stop to Arsenal gear once and for all.
Do you actually think there's any truth to his story about this big shell facility being a front for Arsenal gear?
I don't have the security clearance necessary to verify the facts. However, he was the president. I'm sure he knew what he was talking about.
Aren't you forgetting that he was part of the terrorist plot?
All the more reason why I believe his information is reliable.
Huh?
We're talking about a man who chose to die rather than risk a nuclear holocaust. Thanks to his sacrifice, the Nuclear Launch Authority has shifted to the vice president, effectively eliminating the terrorist threat.
Colonel, when you put it like that, it almost sounds like I should have assassinated the president to eliminate the threat.
That was not my intention. I was trying to point out that there is certainly some credibility to the words of a man who chose death to protect the innocent.
The Colonel has a point, Jack.
What about the information he gave me on the Patriots?
That's a new one on me. I'll see what I can find out. Raiden, we're running out of time. Find Emma. She's supposed to be located on level B1, in the core of that building you're in, right? You've got to find her before Arsenal becomes fully operational.
Hurry, Jack.
It's up to you to make sure that the president didn't sacrifice his life in vain.
Understood. Raiden out.
What's your status, Raiden?
Snake, the president, he's been assassinated.
What?
There was nothing I could do.
What about the nuclear strike code sequence?
He died before his vital ID could be reconfirmed.
Then the enemy's lost their nuclear strike capability.
But that Ocelot guy obviously killed the president on purpose.
Why?
It doesn't make any sense. They had to know that they couldn't launch the nuke if they killed the president.
Maybe there's a way to launch without reconfirming the vital ID.
Or maybe they found a more effective weapon within Arsenal gear.
You knew about Arsenal gear?
Yeah.
Why didn't you tell me about it?
You never asked.
Am I correct in assuming you also know that the Big Shell's a front for the project?
You mean, did I know that the Big Shell, a fully functional environmental cleanup facility, was designed to camouflage Arsenal gear? Yeah, I did. It's exactly what the President and Ames described, a massive cover story. The good news is that it hasn't really done much in terms of cleaning up the environment, so we won't have to worry about any toxic gas being released if we have to blow the house down.
Right. And when did you find out about all of this?
It took a while, but we uncovered the info around the time you took out that mad bomber. There's no doubt that Arsenal gear is being built here. And it was all set up 2 years ago, on that day. All of it.
2 years ago? What really happened here?
I took these photos 2 years ago.
I know these pictures. They were on the news, on several websites. If I remember right, the reporters blamed you for sinking the tanker.
That's right. Otacon, me, we were used.
We'd hoped that by going public with photos of the new Metal Gear, we could persuade the government. At least that was the plan at the time.
I've gone through VR training of the tanker mission before.
Yeah? Well, I doubt it accurately simulates the events of that mission. I'd infiltrated the dummy tanker to obtain proof that a Metal Gear was under development. Shortly after I made it aboard, an armed group led by Colonel Gerlukovich raided the ship and gained control.
Olga and Ocelot were among the raiding party.
Yeah, and him.
Who are you talking about?
A man that was supposed to be dead.
Their target was also Metal Gear Ray. But Ocelot eliminated Colonel Gerlukovich and Marine Commander Scott Dolph, and he hijacked Ray.
So he betrayed them?
I don't know what kind of deal was going down. All I remember is what Ocelot said at the time. Something like, "I'm taking it back."
Ocelot then sank the tanker, along with the soldiers of the Marine Corps.
How did you manage to get out?
Otacon managed to have a small boat ready for me.
That was the easy part. The tough part was not getting dragged down with a sinking tanker. A small miracle when you think about it. It turned out that the whole thing was a setup to lure us. Photos of Snake, taken by the Cypher, were released to the public. In turn, we became the world's most wanted environmental terrorists.
It was definitely a move aimed at putting a stop to our anti-Metal Gear activities.
But why did they choose Snake?
Since the Shadow Moses incident, Snake became sort of a hero. I think the Patriots weren't too happy about that.
You knew about the Patriots?
Well, yes, to a certain degree.
It seems like everyone knows about them except me.
They didn't choose Snake to be a hero.
So they decided to do a smear campaign.
I think the Patriots wanted to make an example of him so everybody would think twice before opposing them.
That's it! They set all this up just to nail you guys.
No, there's more to it than that. The Marines' Metal Gear Ray project, headed by Commander Dolph, was carried out in opposition to the Navy's Arsenal Gear project. To be more precise, the Patriots considered Metal Gear Ray to be a thorn in their side. Hence, they attacked the dummy tanker and stole Ray. They followed this up with a perfect plan. They immediately sent a fully loaded tanker to the same location and sank it. Then set up the facility to camouflage the development of Arsenal Gear.
And we fell for it. 2 more puppets in their show.
Colonel Gerlukovich and his daughter Olga?
Both fell victim to Ocelot's plot.
Was Solidus behind all this? He used Ocelot to get hold of Ray, huh?
No, he was underground, keeping a low profile at the time.
Then it must be the Patriots.
If that's the case, what's Ocelot doing alongside Solidus?
Forget it. We're wasting time. We can figure this out later. The nuclear strike's been prevented, but Arsenal still has a massive payload of missiles to deal with.
Right. If the opposition gets control of those missiles...
Raiden, you've got to find Emma.
Wait a second. Isn't Emma Emmerich...
My sister.
What's she doing here?
You got me. She's a computer whiz who specializes in neural AI and ultra-variable volume data analysis using complex logic. How she got involved in weapons development is beyond me.
Whatever her reasons, we need her in order to stop Arsenal.
Raiden, find her.
I'm on my way.
Ok. Pues lo que decía. Eso es una excusa de... O sea, dice, no, imagínate que no hay poder. Entonces todo el mundo codiciará el poder. No, si no hay poder, o sea, si realmente no hay poder que codiciar. Punto. Esto de que la anarquía conlleva al caos, esto no es verdad. Es más caótico el poder que la anarquía. ¿Por qué? Básicamente porque lo que es el poder, el gobierno y demás es el monopolio de la violencia. Esto es que si no hay monopolio de la violencia, no puede haber caos. O sea, no puede haber poder y por lo tanto la gente va a protegerse. No va a atacar a los demás, lo que va a hacer es protegerse por si la atacan, más que atacar. O sea, lo que reina, por ejemplo, en el mundo, digamos en el plano internacional, no es precisamente el caos. Sino luchas constantes de poder.
Raiden, are you reading me? This is Otacon. What's your situation?
Wet and miserable. This place is flooded. The seawater that's been pumped up is pouring into the building.
I see. Listen, there's something I have to tell you about EE.
Don't worry about her. I'll get her out.
She's afraid of water.
What?
Yeah. When she was 6 years old, she almost drowned with my father in our swimming pool.
She can't swim?
Well, yes and no. We used to swim a lot together when we were kids. In fact, she swam like a fish until that day when she almost drowned. When the accident happened, I was in my room. I learned later that EE was calling me for help. She didn't doubt for a minute that I'd be there. You could see the pool from my room, but I didn't realize at the time that she needed my help.
What were you doing?
I was...
So Emma survived the ordeal.
Yeah, but my father didn't.
So you blamed yourself and left your family?
No. EE seems to believe that was the case. The fact is, I betrayed her.
And you think she can't swim because of the traumatic experience?
I haven't seen her since that day, but yes, I think so. I got a letter from Julie, her mother, after they moved back to England. In her letter, she mentioned that EE couldn't swim anymore, that she refused to even wear a bathing suit.
Damn, if she still can't swim, we're in trouble. Level B1 in the core is pretty much flooded.
Look, maybe you can help her overcome the trauma.
You want me to help her get over it?
Well, it's still gonna take some time to repair the Kamov.
Sorry, kid. Emma's rescue is up to you.
Thanks. An underwater mission. Well, this is a first. Look, I'll see what I can do.
I suggest that you drum the map of the building into your head, because you won't have time to look at it when you try to bring Emma out.
I'm counting on you, Raiden.
I covered most of the core when I had to take out the C4s. If there's anything you need to ask me, call me on the codec.
I'll do that.
Lo que decía, lo que impera son luchas de poder en el mundo. Y por eso hay guerras e historias. Cuando no hay luchas de poder, no ocurren esas guerras. Ya está. Cuando tu dinero es tuyo, que es el que te defiendes. Cuando el dinero es de los demás, es cuando lo codicias. Vale, estoy mal. Ya lo hemos encontrado. Hace 4 horas que se ha muerto. En la vida real, no en el juego. No sé cuántas horas que han pasado. Voy a hacer una cosa. Es que ahora me he acordado.
Jack, do you need to save?
Sí, un poquito. Ocho horas llevamos.
Jack,
Es que se tiran media hora hablando. De cosa que no es, que es bastante intrascendente. La relación de estos dos. A mí me aburre. ¿Dónde estoy ahí? Ahora sí. No, esto es volver. ¡Uy, leches! De verdad. Me he colado por el tejo mío. Vale. Aquí sí, ¿no? Ahí estamos. Ah, no, buf, vale. Vale, ahora viene jefe. Jefazo.
Still ticking, huh?
Unfortunately, hell had no vacancies.
Te has quedado un poquito más moreno, ¿no? Lo que tiene el book.
I thought so. Human muscles are quite eloquent. They speak out clearly what a person's next move will be. They even tell me which way a gun is going to be pointed before the trigger is pulled. But your muscles, they're different. This should be fun. Well worth the wait.
You knew I was coming?
You've become a nuisance. I can't let let you interfere with Arsenal gear. The girl is just ahead. She is of no use to us now, but she served us well as the live bait for the big catch. Crazy Ivan sometimes speaks the truth.
Panel terrible.
Emma's alive?
She was some time ago, but the flooding has become quite serious. I wouldn't be surprised if she's a mermaid now.
What?
Did you really think killing the president would prevent a nuclear strike? Think again.
I didn't do it.
Arsenal is still armed with a purified hydrogen bomb.
Purified hydrogen bomb?
This
Llevo un
is
rato
no ordinary
funcionando muy bien
nuclear
la
bomb. This
conexión.
weapon is capable of heavy hydrogen nuclear fusion using lasers and magnetics to generate heat-insulated compression. It was a top-secret project initiated by the current president, and Solidus has no idea of its existence. The clean thermonuclear bomb is at an experimental stage and is handled differently. Specifically, it becomes launch-capable when Arsenal is activated. A nuclear threat still exists. 6 months ago, we lost everything we believed in. We were abandoned to take the fall in their cover-up. We were labeled as killers, responsible for the mass murder of civilians as well as our own allies. And the public believed every word, turning a deaf ear to whatever we had to say to the contrary. Our only goal is to wipe them from the face of the earth and destroy this world of deceit they have created along with them.
You're insane.
Insane? We might be the only ones telling the truth.
Final check for activating Arsenal has been completed. All Arsenal personnel report to your stations.
Well, it sounds like Arsenal's ready to go into operation.
Damn it!
You're still hoping that the girl can install that virus you're carrying around, aren't you?
You know?
It's a shame you're not going to be around long enough to hand her the program. That isn't seawater, you know. It's a byproduct of the microbes contained in the pool. Buoyancy is practically non-existent thanks to the high oxygen content. Once you fall in, you don't come up. Take a good look at your grave. Show me what you've got.
Ok. No me acuerdo cómo voy a matar a eso. Sinceramente. Es verdad, hay algunas que te dejaban clavados, es verdad. No, lo estoy haciendo mal. Gasta mucha munición. Adiós, mundo cruel.
Right, come in.
Adiós,
Right.
mundo cruel.
Right.
Vale. Maldita sea. Ole. Ole esas palmas. Ah, no, espera, ahora me acuerdo. Vale, vale, me acuerdo. De esto me acuerdo. Ah, bueno, pero esto solo lo hace. No lo hace daño de. Solo es para dormir. Ole. Ya me voy acordando más o menos. Oh, ya está. ¡Hola! Me ha dado. Me ha dado, pero vamos, el patrón ya lo sabemos. Ahora saldrá y se pondrá aquí arriba. Espera que la mía. Ah, no, ahora sube. Ahora se queda arriba. O sea, ahora se va a la barandilla de arriba. Ahí va cambiando la conexión. Con lo bien que iba. Con lo bien que iba la conexión este tiempo, leche. ¿Cómo puede estar mal ahora? De verdad. Otra vez. Iba muy bien hasta ahora la conexión y ahora de repente otra vez. Vaya, hombre, ahora cambia el patrón. enganchado ahí. Ay, qué rabia. No, ya está. Ya me tiene. Ay, es mundo cruel. conexión va mal. Si no me equivoco, ya después de este que viene. Ya viene ya. Vaya. Tiene mejores suites, porque si no. ¡Vale! Leche. Eso no te gana nadie, ¿eh? Vale, ahora no. Ole. Va, sal. Vamos a llamar un momento. Snake.
It looks like he's anticipating the incoming bullet's trajectory from the movement of your muscles. Relax, though. He doesn't have you all figured out. Right, don't use the target locking function. Vamp will anticipate your trajectory if you do, and you'll never manage to land a shot. Be careful, Raiden. You're a dead man if you fall into the life reaction tank.
That's right. The life reaction tank cleanses polluted water with microorganisms. These organisms are activated by pumping them with large volumes of oxygen. As a result, the water's specific gravity is extremely light, making it impossible to remain afloat. Once you fall in, you'll never come up.
Ah, pensaba que se me iba a dar la palmada. Iba a decir, ole. No, va. Eso es que mal. Eso es que vamos mal. Ole. No sé cómo va la conexión, pero lleva cayendo un rato. No, hostia. ¡Hola! No me lo esperaba esto. ¡Ay, me ha dado! ¡No, tío! Te quedas enganchado, niño! ¡Te quedas enganchado! ¡Qué rabia me das, tío! Vamos a morir por esa tontería, macho. Por haber si queda enganchado ahí. 2 veces. ¡No! ¡Otra vez! Se queda ahí, tío, se queda ahí. Se queda ahí, tío, se queda enganchado.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Right.
Madre mía. Esto va a ser muy pesado. Ya me lo estoy viendo. Va a ser muy pesado. ole. ¿Pero qué haces? Se queda enganchado. ¿Por qué te quedas ahí? ¡Qué asco de tío! Con razón te tiene tanto asco, eres... ¡Hombre! Se queda ahí, tío. Me da una rabia. ¿Qué haces? ¡No! ¡No! Ya bastante difícil es como para complicarte la vida, tío. ¿Por qué? Bien, bien. ¿Ves? Se queda enganchado. Ahora. ¿Eh? Hay una raya ahí. Ah, amigo. No se puede acceder a esa raya. Ahora hay que esperar. sin ángulo el tío este. Vamos, va. Cuando viene corriendo ya es complicado, Ah, que te quedas enganchado, es que te quedas enganchado, tío. Te quedas enganchado, eres una Este parece mentira, pero se nos ha comido ya. Por una ratio, una sí, porque sí, ¿sabes? No sabía.
My body.
Right. Are you all right? Answer me. Right.
Lo dejo por hoy, es que llevo ya mucho rato. Yo creo que es que llevo mucho rato ya y no puedo con él. No puedo, es que no tengo paciencia. No tengo paciencia. Llevo ya 4. A ver, vosotros solo veis 2 horas y media, pero es que llevo 4 horas y media jugando. Porque lo he tenido que dividir en 2 por lo de los vecinos. O sea que llevo 4 horas y media jugando. No sé si puedo guardar. Porque creo que no he guardado antes, ¿no? Sí, ¿no? Voy a guardar por si acaso.
Jack, you okay?
La vamos a dejar aquí. Sí, me cuenta esto este tiempo.
Hang in there.
Bueno, ahora hay que hacer lo que hay que hacer cuando se acaba de ver un vídeo, que sale like, compartir, suscribirse. Muchas gracias de nuevo a todos. Nos vemos en el siguiente, que continuaremos porque ya nos hemos dejado luchando contra Bam. Deu, 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 deu.